Hey there, survivors. Cougar here, back with more Frostpunk gameplay. We are right up on it. I'm starting with the game paused here because we've got 48 minutes left until the storm hits. And just to quickly recap how we did in our preparations before the storm, we've got 8 days worth of coal. That's 21,000 coal. We've got about a month's worth of wood. That's almost 2,000 wood. We've got a bunch of steel, 1,650 steel stored. We're out of steam cores, but that's okay. We've got 4,300 food rations. That's 7 months worth of food, so we're doing just fine there. And as soon as I unpause this, we're basically going to be in the storm. So let's make it happen. We've got 2 very cold houses out here. Apparently not within range of a steam hub. Rather than build another steam hub there, I think we're going to build 2 new houses and just deconstruct those. Since we just put down a new steam hub over here.
It's getting colder.
Oh, here we go. Temperature is falling to... The storm hits the city. A howling gale bursts upon the city, and the generator creaks and groans under the weight of the wind. Pale faces turn toward rattling windows. Trembling lips utter words of prayer. The cold will be brutal. Hunting is impossible. The soil in the hothouses will freeze. We'll have to make do with the food we've stockpiled. The city must survive. We've prepared well for the coming storm. Now all that's left is to survive until it passes. Alright, good luck, guys. This child shelter's cold. Let's check our heat map. Ooh, very chilly. Now some of these places are being run by automatons, so we don't have to worry about them being that cold. There's no work being done at the factory now. We can take the engineers off that so they don't even go in there and freeze to death. This cookhouse is cold. Let's turn on the heater there. Everything else is just gonna have to make do, I think. Charcoal kiln, I don't think we don't need anybody working there. These children's shelters should definitely be heated. This field kitchen, I think, is doing nothing here. We could probably deconstruct that altogether and send those people home. Gathering posts are cold. Might as well turn the heaters on there. And then we're building 2 new houses to replace these ones that are not close enough to a steam hub. All right. This industrial hothouse is very cold. There's an automaton working there, but I think we'll try to keep the heater active. It's not going to be doing anything. It's disabled by the storm, so we can keep that heater off, in fact. No more, we really don't have any more research to be done. There's nothing here that's going to benefit us. So it's just, I guess it's just about surviving the storm. I don't know that there's going to be much for us to do in this next little period while the storm is hitting. I think we're just going to kind of monitor our levels and make sure nothing goes horribly wrong. But our levels all look pretty good. Our coal is bouncing around between being full and being slightly used. Danger of collapse. One of our engineers wants to talk to you. He's concerned about the danger that the coal poses to our mines. We're doing everything we can to heat the mines, but the air we're pumping into the shafts is so cold now that the hydraulic roof supports are starting to freeze. When they do, the tunnels will start collapsing. Keep me informed. That doesn't sound good. speed time back up slightly. Oh, those houses. Those two houses are built. These are probably empty. Yeah, the people have already moved over to those other houses. But if we deconstruct these, we'll get a little bit of resources back and open up that space to maybe build something else there. Cool. I don't know if you can hear it, but the music has changed. It's very cold sounding. Brr. So yeah, as the storm hits here, I'll just mention that this is one of 3 scenarios available for play once we finish this up. Now, I'm having a lot of fun with this game. I've really been enjoying this play. So I will probably continue on with the other 2 scenarios. If you're enjoying this enough to watch those, I hope you will accompany me on that adventure. Apparently the scenarios are quite different and play out differently. They require... Oh, it's getting even colder. It's 100 below. Wow. These, yeah, all these are... It's too cold for the hunters, as we were warned. The mines are freezing. It's so cold that the hydraulic roof supports in our coal mines are failing. If the tunnels collapse, the lower levels will be cut off. We should either abandon them or send volunteers to replace the supports, but the task is extremely dangerous. We have surplus manpower, and as much as I want to be kind-hearted about this and abandon the lower levels, that will lower the output of all our coal mines by 80%, which is a huge hit. And we've got so many extra people here that I'm going to take volunteers, mind you, volunteers. 30 of our people died. But hope went up as a result of that. Alright, I guess I made the right call there, even though we lost 30 of our people. Look, we've got plenty. We got 260 people who don't even have anything to do right now because we've prepared so well for this. We have those extra range upgrades on our... I don't think we need them. I don't think we need the extra range upgrades, and I don't even think... Now, these houses are chilly. We could kick this into overdrive. We've got those good research techs, those techs researched that will make the make it less dangerous to run this in overdrive. Why don't we kick this into overdrive and just see if that helps a little bit? Well, that lowered discontent. Not that discontent is really a problem, but we've now got 0 discontent, so might as well keep that running. Only 5 people sick right now. That's excellent. 6 people are freezing, but I'm not sure what we can do about that. What can we do about that? This is a field kitchen, and they're very cold out at the field kitchen. Nobody's even working the hothouses because it's too cold, so I don't think this field kitchen's doing anything. We can either take the people off it so they're not freezing, or just disassemble it. Let's just make nobody have to go to work there. And then maybe they'll... Yeah, okay, that removed the freezing people. That was the freezing people. It was the people at that food kitchen out there. Ooh, listen to that. More hands are needed. The volunteers we sent to keep the mines running weren't enough. There's been a cave-in. Either we send more people to open the tunnels and replace the rest of the supports, or the sacrifice of the first group will be in vain. 5 volunteers will be sent to each mine. Some of them may die, or the output of the coal mines will fall by 70%. We can't afford that. I mean, I think in theory we could afford losing that much coal production, but with so many people, we are going to ask for volunteers, again, volunteers, to go down there. 15 of our people died, so basically all of the volunteers that we sent down into the mines just now died. We only have 3 mines running. We sent 5 people down into each mine, and they all died. Yikes. But hope went up. Wow, listen to that wind. A duel is taking place in accordance with the dueling law. Go ahead, duel what you need to duel. And may the best man win. This, the timer, there's no timer down here telling us how long we have to survive, but if we look at the calendar up here, we can see that the temperature is about to fall even more, and then fall even more. But then it looks like maybe it starts to warm up after that, maybe. We'll see. Our levels are fine, lots of coal still, plenty of wood. We got 4 people with severe, 8 people freezing and unable to work. How do I find where they are? Take me to you. Is it your house that's free? Your house is warm. Your house is warm. Why aren't you in your house? Being warm. Why are you freezing? We got 4 amputees now. We're gonna have to build more prosthetics. It's really, well, it's only chilly at our factory here, so maybe we can put people to work, back to work. Oh, we have an available automaton. We can staff that factory with an automaton and then build a bunch of prosthetics there. And speed time back up again. This hothouse, these people aren't even working. It's too cold here. You guys shouldn't even be at work. Why are you at work? I guess I have to manually take them off the work so that they don't freeze. And I realize that we're not researching any tech. There's nothing left for us to research. Uh-oh, that didn't sound good. Was that another collapse or something? What just happened? Or is that thunder from the storm? Something happened. The mines are operational. The volunteers managed to replace the critical supports in the lower levels of our coal mines. Our coal supply is safe for now, but the cost was great. 45 people paid with their lives to give us a chance of survival. They will be honored. Yes, they will. Indeed, they will. Keeping an eye on we're still in overdrive here. We're about halfway up the danger setting, the danger gauge here. It is morning, so it's not cold. Why don't we turn this off during the day and let it go down a little bit? Sure, we can afford the discontent. Discontent goes up, but I think we can afford that. And speed time back up again. We're down to 110 below now. And everybody's cold. Man, unless you're camped out right next to the generator, you are cold. Oh, we've got people working out here. No, don't take a day off, guys. Alright. Do we have... I gotta rotate this around, make sure we don't have any more people working places they don't need to work while it's this cold. 110 below. Yeah, don't, we're not researching anything. All our engineers should be back home where it's warm. That's an automaton. That's an automaton. Hunter's hangars, it's inoperable there. You should not, nobody's working there, right? Okay. House of Healing. Oh, we need to turn the heat on there. Hunter's hangars shouldn't be... Nobody should be working the Hunter's hangars. Do I have to manually take all these people off of here so that they're not getting sick? Oh wait, did I just took the automaton off of there. Whoops. Well, we're not researching anything though. Alright, I don't know if I have to manually take the hunters off of their tasks, but better safe than sorry, I'm gonna do it anyway. I don't don't think we need to be moving at super fast game speed. We are down to 3,200 food rations, but the temperature looks like it's only going to fall once more. Another limb has been amputated. We need to build more prosthetics. 2 more. Oh, 46 people sick, 50 people sick. Wow, look at the number of sick people is just going through the roof. 60 people are sick. But it looks like we've got room for all of them. They're all being treated. Well, two are gravely sick, down to 0 gravely sick. 7 people, no room for 7 people in our treatment facilities. But, oh boy, the temperature's going to drop even more now, isn't it? But then it looks like it warms back up. If you look at the calendar up here, it looks like over the next day or 2, it's going to be going back up. And at that point, we should be able to make some headway on the number of sick people. Speed time back up. Oh, getting even colder. Let's kick this back into overdrive. 120 below. Boy. Darkness before dawn. One of our engineers has come crashing through the door, white-faced, demanding to see you. I've run the calculations with the new data. The storm will pass in a couple of days, but the temperature just before the end will drop drastically. Nothing can protect us from such cold. Panic is starting to spread, and people are losing all hope. We have to stay strong. You know, with no research being done, we could probably take automatons off the workshops and put them to work in on our infirmaries, which means that our doctors will not have to work those infirmaries. Now I just have to find the infirmaries, so I'm going to have to use the economy screen, go to health status. We only have 1 infirmary. Maybe we should build another one. Let's take the doctors off of here. Well, it's plenty warm out here. It's just going back and forth to work is probably making them freezing cold. We have an automaton available. We'll put him to work on the infirmary. And I'm worried that if I send people out to build a new infirmary right now, we'll only be making things worse. I think we can weather this. 60 people being treated in facilities, 8 people with no room in the facility. I could put down another medical post here if I build a house. If I build a house to replace that one out here around a steam hub. Ooh, that didn't sound good. That looks like it's within range of a steam hub. If I build that, then as soon as that's built, I will deconstruct one of these houses and I can build a medical tent here around the generator itself. Don't get frostbitten building this new house, guys. Okay, that's built. Now let's deconstruct this one. They'll immediately have someplace to go. I hope they all just moved into this. No? And now build another medical post there. And as soon as that's built, we'll turn on the heater to help. Aren't we in overdrive? Yeah, we are. Okay. And at steam level 4. Don't work, hunters, go home. You're taking the rest of the storm off, please. Our coal is holding steady at 21,000 at 20,000. Discontent is plummeting as people are duels are taking place. The medical facilities are fluctuating back and forth between overcrowded and not overcrowded. Oh, we need engineers staffing this. That should help. Yeah, that's definitely helping. Oh boy. This number of sick people is just through the roof though. 70 people being treated and still 7 people with no place to go. Oh, but look, hey, there's a little, now look at the calendar up here, there's a little sunshine indicator up here. And that's only about a day and a half away. So maybe we're getting close to the end of the storm. 35 people with no room to be treated. But only a day left of this really, really cold temperatures. People with no doctors to treat them, no room in the inn, as it were. Oh man. Panic spreads. Even more people have abandoned their workplaces. They're completely petrified. Many of them don't believe we'll make it. This time the entire staff of this gathering post have refused to work. That's fine. Let them stay home. We're fine. In fact, all of you should be at home. All of you. Go home. Do not be here. Oops. None and none. Turn those heaters off. We don't need the heaters on there now. It's only chilly here at the Coal Thumper. But with no people at the gathering post, it's not going to be doing anything. Yeah, in fact, storage limit is reached there. So you guys go home too. Everybody freaking go home. We really don't need anybody working today. What's this? Hothouse. No, go home. Go home. This is an automaton working this hothouse, but everything's frozen over there, so he's got nothing to do. Yeah, all of these automatons are basically useless. Not useless, but we have no need for them. We got 2 automatons working workshops, and then the ones on the hothouses aren't doing anything either. Discontent is high, hope is high. Let's see if there are some active abilities. We can fire off all these active abilities. We can order the evening prayers, we can order a ceremonial service, and we can order the sermon. And that has drastically lowered discontent and raised our hope. I'm not sure why people are eating bad food. There should be plenty of actual food rations available for them. House of Healing needs more staff. It's plenty warm there. Sir, it's a miracle. The man who went looking for his daughter is back. He brought her with him. He says that he found her soon after leaving the city. Then they got lost and had to wait for a lull in the blizzard to find their way back. They are both exhausted and frostbitten, but very happy. I am so glad to hear that. I made the right call there. Yay me. Generator stress level critical. Got to turn that down. Discontent is up, but I think we can manage that. We got 2 places on overtime work, and they're not even working now. The workshops, I think, right? Is that, ooh, look, everybody's cold. Oh. Switch you off overtime work and switch you. Where's my other workshop that's on overtime work? It's on overtime work that doesn't need to be. Even more people have abandoned their workplaces. They're completely petrified. Many of them don't believe we'll make it. This time the entire staff of this coal mine has refused to go to work. That's fine. Let them stay home. Everybody go home. I already told you. Go home. No. It's 120 below, and we've got 8 days worth of coal. Just go home. Nobody... It's too cold for the patrons of the public house. Hey, you guys go home too. It's too cold at the children's shelter. That's fine. The children can stay home with their parents. We've got less than a day until it starts warming up, I think. And remember, Nansen predicted that as soon as this storm passes, things are gonna be looking better. What's this? Child shelter? Yeah, no children should be in the children's shelter now. You guys should all be at home. Come on. I researched the tech that's supposed to be making this go down faster. It needs to be going down even faster than it is. Too cold at... Oh, this is the child shelter again. Boy, even right here next to the generator, these houses are very cold. I have to kick this back into overdrive a little bit. It's midnight. It's the middle of the night. So yeah, a little bit of overdrive might not be a bad idea. Alright, looks like our sickness levels are back down to manageable. Well, they were. Now they're back up. Here in the middle of the night. Work ceases. Most of our people have abandoned their workplaces to stay home with their families. Only the medical facilities are still functioning. The city holds its breath, waiting for whatever the end will bring.
Brace yourselves. Coal is coming.
What? What? 150 below? Are you kidding me? Oh my gosh. Yeah, everybody's gonna be getting sick. I cannot keep these people warm. I'm in overdrive. I'm cranking it up to range 4. And they're still gonna be cold. Oh boy. Just max out our steam production. It's too cold in these medical posts, even the ones right next to the generator. It's too cold for work. Oh, look, we got 130 people sick. 92 of them cannot even be treated because our medical facilities are too cold to accept them. And our generator is about to explode. Oh, wow. Come on, guys, we're almost there. Look, we are almost there. Oh, we are like a couple of hours away from it warming back up. And look, our discontent is okay and our hope is okay. Whew. Come on, hang in there, guys. We're almost there. Thank goodness for the automatons. That generator is about to blow. Come on, come on, come on, come on. The storm ends. The wind dies down. The temperature finally starts to rise. An eerie silence descends on the city. Turn off the overdrive. I see I was about to do that when you interrupted me to tell me, hey, look! Achievement unlocked the Savior. Achievement unlocked Leader. We made it, says Winifred Norris. Mark Mill says we survived. We made it. Lucy says we did it. We survived the final blow. We will live. I love Lucy. We have survived, guys. And gals. And kids. And automatons. Oh, check it out. This was us building up our city. We started as a small society. Some refugees. 80 people. No food. Old habits. Our first steam hub, I just saw go down. First, we decided to tighten our belts. Thin soup became our main meal. And every day was a struggle. So we adapted. I'm going to stop reading now because this music's getting really loud. Survived. We sure did, and we did not cross the line in order to make it happen. 547 people, minus 30 centigrade. Hey, congratulations everybody. We survived. We won the first scenario in Frostpunk. That storm was brutal, even more brutal than I expected, down to minus 150 centigrade. And now there are other scenarios for us to check out. We can check out the ARCS scenario, and then once we finish that scenario, there'll be another scenario for us to check out. And that will be a new episode, a new playthrough of the ARCS scenario coming soon. Thanks for watching, everybody. Leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed the new home playthrough of Frostpunk. Stay safe, survivors. Stay warm.